Backstage, Noble Wife. The story of America's favorite family of the Footlights and of their fight for security and happiness against the concrete heart of Broadway. Yesterday, Calvin suggested that our friends construct a swimming pool in the area between Calvin's house and the Backstages. And everyone thought it was a super idea. And now, a few moments later in the yard, we hear Calvin saying,
"Well, I don't know whether this pool should go like north and south or east and west or northwest, southeast, or the other way."
Well, it's pretty much got to go centered between our two lots here, Calvin, to get the most value out of the space.
Well, you want to consider which way the sun will be in your eyes at what time of day and everything.
Yes, that's true.
Very important if you ever have races here.
What kind of races?
Any races here? I don't see that at all.
Just because it's Olympic-sized pool doesn't mean you have to have Olympic kind of competition.
So, well, I just thought, it could be, the day could come when you might have races here, and you'll,
You want to put it where there won't be too many flies, too.
Mosquitoes.
There seem to be a lot of them at this
A lot of mosquitoes this year, I understand.
Well, it's all the rainy weather we have.
Right. Oh, boy.
Got them.
Oh, here's Mr. Fish. You remember Mr. Fish? Used to be on the TV show with us.
Oh, yes. I understand you're working for the Fish Pool Company now, Mr. Fish. Did you call him, Calvin?
No, I didn't even mention it to him. No, sir. Well, so long as you're here, Mr. Fish, maybe you could answer a few questions for us. Do you think the pool should run north and south or up and down?
Well, I think north and south.
And where do you think the deep end should be?
The deep end will be on the far end, mostly on the north side.
From where you're standing, Mr. Fish, or from where we're standing?
No, from where I'm standing.
Well, your feet are going to be very wet standing where you're standing, because that will be the deep end of the pool, wouldn't it, Mr. Fish?
Well, that's the trick of it all.
Was he trying to make a joke of this?
Well, he always did have a sense of humor, even when you did the TV show in the morning.
Well, I think we better use our own counsel on this. I think we should run it north and south, have the deep end there, and, of course, the shallow end down there, and the diving board up here. How high should the diving board be, do you figure, Mr. Fish?
About 8 feet high.
And how high off the ground should it be?
High off the ground should be at least 6 feet off the ground.
6 feet off the ground.
6 feet off the ground. Mm-hmm. Well, that seems to make sense. What do we owe you for this advice, Mr. Fish?
Mary, remember, we don't have any money. I've been out of work for months.
Oh, forget I even asked you that, Mr. Fish. Thank you for coming by and giving us this free advice. We really appreciate it.
Yes, I think we'll have to dig our own pool. Calvin, have you got some tools at your house?
Yeah, well, I have a shovel, I have a spade, I have a pick.
Well, that's all we need then.
And I have some cotton swab.
Good. Let's roll up our sleeves and get to work then. And so Mary, Harry, Calvin, and Pop decide to build the swimming pool themselves. And you want to join us on Monday when we'll hear Mary say,
"It's going to look good."
That's Monday in the next exciting episode of Mary Backstage, Noble Wife. Word Carr speaking.